DFZRadio.com.
Feeling so high. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Cook up that hydro make me feel high. Feeling so high. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Cook up that hydro make me feel high.
We're good. Welcome. It's 5 o'clock. The kitchen's open. Farm to Table Cannabis. You are with your chef's favorite hydro chef. We're live on DFZRadio.com. And we're the only show offering you cannabis edible reviews, giveaways from our sponsors over at the Magic Butter Machine, Hawthorne, and the other good sponsors at DFZ Radio. And we like to set the tune and the vibe here. We're chill. We're real slow, farm to table, slow food movement. We're going to get high. We're going to get you some information, and we'll be in your ear for the next hour. So sit back, take a dab, eat an edible, and this is Farm to Table Cannabis with the Hydroponic Chef. This week, we got a really good show for you lined up. We got the 420 Foodies in the group. They're coming in, and we've got... Also, Sivo olive oil will be coming in, and we're going to learn about some recipes. We're going to learn about some tips and some cannabis-infused cooking techniques. So all you got to pay today is attention. So we always like to start off with a little bit of we got a busy news week. I've been out for a week, Saint, and speaking of Saint, it's a breaking news. It's Saint's birthday.
Yeah.
It's Saint's busy birthday in the building.
Hey,
your sound man's favorite fucking sound man.
That's
so
right.
3 cheers and a dab for you, my guy.
Hey, cheers, everyone out there. Cheers to me. Hit me up, the Saint Fox2 on Instagram, and wish me a happy birthday.
And it's the same day that they got a historic cannabis farm bill that has hit the assembly. Now, the farm bill is a big step in the right direction. It's talking about hemp, right? But this farm bill agreement allows for national-wide hemp cultivation for any use, including CBD, all right? So you can use it for textiles, ropes, clothes, and medical purposes. Now, some of the outlining is it allows for hemp production in all 50 states, including flower production and CBD production. It spells out the licensed hemp producers who grow cannabis that exceeds the THC limits of 0.3% will not be guilty of a drug crime, but instead submit a plan to correct the hot hemp. Allow interstate commerce for hemp and hemp-derived CBD, and it gives the U.S. Department of Agriculture the job of overseeing hemp production with direction to come up from rules from, expeditedly practicable rules, basically easier to go by guidelines. Legalized hemp production in the U.S. territories and on Indian tribal land, which was not included under the 2014 Farm Bill, will be included in this one. And it gives the industry access to federally backed farm support programs, including crop insurance, federal water access, and low interest loans for new farmers. That's a big deal. That's a huge step in the right direction, so that's some real farm-to-table cannabis news there. And then also, it's better late than never. The Fresno Bee announces that Fresno's poised to finally give cannabis the okay for medical marijuana. They're finally going to give it after all these years. They're going to let people out there consume their medicine. State approved it in 1995, and they wouldn't even let them have it then. So this is a big deal. And again, when you hear about big tobacco wanting to get into the cannabis industry, it always makes you raise your eyebrow. So one of the biggest names in the tobacco industry, and that's Altria, the makers of Marlboro. They paid $1.8 billion for half of Kronos Group, a cannabis company out of Toronto. So that's big breaking news going on in the cannabis industry world. That's one of the dominoes just fell. So we like to keep you up on those news and trends. And if you're looking at the map right now, and then when you're talking about what state's blowing up, listen to this number. 743 marijuana dispensaries have opened up in 130 Oklahoma towns. So you go from a state that was known for one of the worst opioid infested states, that when it would go from opioid deaths to per capita to cannabis stores per capita. Look at that. That's a crazy world we live in now. So that's the news. That's what we keep you up on to date every week here in Farm to Table Cannabis. Now I was out for a couple weeks, and it was the holiday season, so we were getting ready, and I noticed I wasn't keeping up on my hydro stores. I wasn't keeping up and calling and making sure that they are up to knowledge on their new products. So Saint, without further ado, we're gonna do another prank call.
All right, let's do it.
So what do I
Pick a number, any number.
can you dial it from over this side?
Yeah.
There we go. So gosh. Reading. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna go live with this. What voice should I do? I should do some fucking. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back with the number, so you can all have to sit here and watch us fiddle fuck with the phone. We're gonna be right back with 420 Foodie Cub and a quick hydro prank call.
All right now.
Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. That's D. Got me smoking the bass, no stress cheese. Now hold up, now roll up. Check the situation, about to go nuts. With a little bit of perk up in my cup. You could tell the bartender to fill it on up. That's alright, baby, work your stuff. And that's all night, baby, work your strut. You and your friends can ride when I go. Take a little spin in my Monte Carlo.
All right, we're back. A little technical difficulties, but we got the phone number now. So Saint, happy birthday! But get off your butt and dial this number. Don't say it out loud. We don't want everyone calling them. These guys offer great service, though. We're gonna see if they're on game, if they know their hippie jokes.
Bear Roots?
Yeah, man. Is Travis there, man?
Yeah, can you wait 1 moment?
Yeah, man. I can. It's time's nothing anyway, man. It's an illusion.
Bear Roots is Travis.
Trav, man, is you there? I've been waiting on hold for a while, man.
Like 30 seconds?
Man, I just wanted to see if I'm calling the right place. I needed to rent some light bulbs.
Rent some light bulbs, huh?
Well, you know, some bulbs, man. I needed to rent them and use them to grow some, you know, tomatoes.
Yeah, who's this again?
Man, I'm the dude.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to rent some light bulbs, I guess you'd have to come down to the store and talk to me.
Do you sell used equipment, man?
No, we don't really sell too much used equipment. Doesn't seem to work out too well for customers.
What? How about a credit, man? Can I get some credit, man?
Probably not until we establish a good line of established business for a while.
Well, can you make a nutrient recommendation for me? I got some problem with my plants, and I got some spider mites in my hair. I'm going out to the Wook Festival out there in the Emerald Cup.
The Wook Festival at the Emerald Cup. Let me see.
It's a Wookiee paradise.
I mean, if you walk by a Wook at the Emerald Cup, you're most likely to get a spider mite.
Trav,
I want to buy some clones down there this weekend, but I'm almost hard pressed because I know I'm going to be walking by a Wook or two, and you're going to get spider mites all of a sudden.
Travis, you've been a great sport.
This is at Bear Roots here in Reading is we mostly support
This is Devin. I think you figured out you were getting pranked a minute ago. So you're gonna go out. You're gonna go out there to the Wookiee Paradise.
Yeah, I'll be out there at the book fair.
You like Phil Collins?
Yep.
Saint, you got it queued up? No. Oh, it's all good. We're good. Way, we appreciate you. Give out the address to Bare Roots Redding, the best hydro store out there in NorCal.
1615 East Cypress, Redding, California.
Oh man, I hope I didn't waste too much of your busy day up there.
Nope. Just about to wrap it up.
Well, we're thinking about you, buddy. Happy holidays. We owe you guys lunch on the studio, so hey.
All right, Chef D.
Be well, man.
Appreciate it, Dev.
Peace.
Later, bro.
He's a good sport.
Yeah.
He's a real good sport. So that's Farm to Table Cannabis. This time we'll take a full commercial break. We're going to come back with the holiday gift guides. We're going to be talking about the 420 Foodie Club and some Sevo olive oil cannabis infused recipe. DFZRadio.com.
That's how it is, so I'ma have to take side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. It's the ADX team, no doubt in between. And we stay fresh and clean when we hop on the scene. And we style on them, profile on them. If they wanna act crazy, then we wild on them. It's the S to the T and that Cambo G. Either Maserati blue or the Lambo green. And that Chevrolet mean when it drop on the street. Either hating on you or they hating on me. And it's shaved up, raised up. Drive it to the flow, got them blades that stay tough. And the candy on the bike, same color as sour. Catch me on the site 100 miles per hour. This is my life, so this ain't ours. So I stay tight, so this is power. With the ADX team, you could call us some brave hearts. Sour diesel trees, you could call it the trademark. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. West Coast, crank it on up. East Coast, crank it on up. Midwest, crank it on up. Down south, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up.
SG, DJ Dale, Big Bell, Killer P, Chino with the OE, it's the ADX team. 462 Mall.
DFZRadio.com.
Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bringing the Riser Blast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir. We are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9,
Okay, men, it's time to blast off into the plant's root zone and into another galaxy of root growth.
Rhizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella. Chlorella's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rhizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system, its ideal use for transplanting, and the enhancement of your plant vigor and fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rhizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
Yo, it's BKJ on Team King, and you listening to DFZ Radio. What?
DFZRadio.com.
Ay, I want a lot of things in this life. I want some things money can't buy. Like a girl who gon' keep it solid. Yeah. Like a girl who gon' need me one who gon' hold it down when I'm in a drought. Need me one who gon' get this cash when I'm running out. I need me one.
There we go. Welcome back, Farm to Table Cannabis, DFZRadio.com. You can call in now, 562-653-0707. Get hooked up. Every caller is going to win a prize. Shout out to our sponsors out there, Hawthorne, Magic Butter Machine, and all the other good sponsors over at DFZ Radio. We got a special guest in the studio, but before we get to talk to 420 Foodie Club, we're going to talk about the cannabis gift guides, because a lot of people out there, they don't know what to give someone for the holidays, and you're trying to figure out, are they a stoner? Are they not? Do they dab? Do they not? Are they a smoker? Well, you can never go wrong with an automatic joint roller. That's always a good idea. And you can never go wrong with a Magic Butter Machine. So I'm going to do you guys a favor. If you go to Magic Butter Machine and you type in Hydro Chef in the promotion code, you can get hooked up with a little 20% or 15% off from our promotion code with Hydro Chef. And that's a courtesy of those good folks over there at Magic Butter. And then also, if you could pull up the other gift guide, we have the cross-faded, which is a really unique item if you know the certain person that likes their wine and their weed, or their whiskey and their weed, or their vodka and their weed together. That's a good option too. And so Crossfaded is a great product, and we got Vanessa from Crossfaded, and I'm going to bring her on the line real quick. Miss V, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. Thank you so much for hanging out for a minute with us. And now we were doing the holiday gift guide, and we were talking about unique products. And now the whiskey that's got the infusion with it, that's not something you can just go to your regular dispensary and get. This is some of those, some of that, something really unique when you have it on your shelf. So you guys got some available still, right?
Yes, we do. We have our limited edition wheat ski and our limited edition vodka that comes in a vintage crystal glass. It's a 36 ounce. And we're almost sold out, but we do have some available, and these are perfect for the for those holidays, for the Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever you want.
It's a commemorative glass. It's a commemorative glass you're getting. Yeah, tell them about it, bud.
Yeah, so on average we have a sampler 4 ounce, we have a 16 ounce, and we also have a 32 ounce. So what we're doing right now for the holidays, we're offering a 36 ounce for the price of the 34. The 32 ounce. So we're offering a 36 ounce for the price of a 32 ounce. And so we're offering it in both the vodka and wheat ski. So if you have a whiskey drinker or a vodka drinker, we're catering to both gift ideas for you guys. But yeah, I mean, it's infused cannabis with alcohol.
And you can use that in your cooking. You can use that in your your end of the day medicine. Just always consume responsibly. But it looked great in a gift basket, is what I was thinking. So I need to swoop up some of that stuff. And so they can check you guys out on Instagram at what?
At _crossfaded_CA.
Now, what's your favorite drink to mix with the whiskey for the holidays?
Old fashioned with the wheat ski.
There we go. The old fashioned weed ski cocktail. There it is. And then how about for the vodka?
Well, we have
straight up on some rock.
Yeah, that's it too. Well, I mean, we always like to say what's up to Crossfaded and Space Cakes because you guys have been on the show a couple times, and we think you guys are got a great fit in the holiday basket for the the cannabis gift guide. So thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to promote that product, and thanks for keeping us crossfaded as always.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having us, and happy holidays to everyone. And here we are. If you guys have any questions, again, we're at _crossfaded_CA.
There we go. Happy holidays, y'all.
Happy holidays.
Peace.
Happy holidays, brother.
Thanks for calling in. And then we took the dial tone. All right, good stuff. So we do got the magic butter machine to give away, which is a great addition to your holiday gift guide, and that's 562-653-0707. We got a couple folks on hold. You're going to put on a hold for a minute, and then you'll come in and you can get hooked up. So, introducing the guest of the evening, 420 Foodie Club founder herself, Cristina.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Thank you so much for coming on DFZ Radio and talking to us on Farm to Table Cannabis Show. Now, I've been following what you guys do over there for a minute now. It's a website for folks that don't know, and the website offers several, I'll let you explain, but just to break it down, just several other types of opportunities in the industry and knowledge and around cooking. So, saying if you could pull up the website, it'll be helpful too. I don't know if you have the ability to do that, but Cristina, tell folks what made you decide to found 420 Foodie Club.
So first of all, 420 Foodie Club is a food network for cannabis cuisine, and so it really stemmed from my interest in food and the history of food and the culture behind it. And so when I thought about it a couple years ago, I'm just a foodie at heart. And I have a friend who was a medical patient, and she was taking tinctures, but she wanted to do something. She wanted to take and learn how to do edibles. And so there were, there's been a few resources online, but nothing that I have really seen that really kind of does what we do now, which is a lot of different recipes from a lot of different chefs.
And that's one of the things you feature, too, is you feature home cooking.
Exactly. So we are really the resource for people who want to do infused cooking themselves. And so we do a lot of recipes. We do a lot of articles as well, and educational, on education and how to do cannabis cooking. But our recipes are, they can be very simple and to like complicated ones. So you can have your pick and, your choice.
Cake and eat it too?
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. And there's a lot of cake recipes there.
There's savories and sweets on there. But
yes. Yep.
You have a link here, and now the first thing is meat. And meat, that's where you can meet cannabis chefs and edible makers. And now you've brought together some of the best talent in the industry, and you provide it for home parties, for...
Yes. So what we have is we interview chefs. So we basically, so you can get to know the people who you are interested. If you're interested in hiring someone to do your party, for example, and typically what I encounter are people who want to do private dinners, and it could be a variety. Like a lot of them do. Actually, a majority of them are for bachelorette parties.
Huh.
So
females really dig that eating cannabis thing.
Yeah.
And that's something that's not so shocking as you would think. It's an easier way to consume. It's discreet, and a little goes a long way too. You don't have to necessarily dose like some of us dose, huh, Saint?
Right.
On our birthday.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what? And the thing is, we can make it according to what they want. If they want to get totally messed up, if they want to just have a little, here and there, we can totally make it to their dosage. And their preference. So
it's all about medicating responsibly, and you guys offer about that. You've done the research so people don't have to, overthink it.
Exactly. And a lot of our chefs, one of the things I really like about the chefs that we have is that they will do the dinners, but then they will provide the education beforehand. So they will say, okay, this is how you consume an edible. Because a lot of people think, oh, how come
I have to eat the whole thing?
Exactly.
They gave it to me. No, there's nothing wrong with starting with a quarter of it.
Exactly. Or they say 10 minutes. I'm like, I don't feel anything. Let me eat another bite until suddenly it kicks in. And then they are, at that point, they're like, oh gosh, I'm completely messed up. So in the beginning of each dinner, we make sure that they know how to consume it.
And now, as a cannabis chef yourself, you're classically trained?
Oh gosh, no. I am a home cook, and I have learned with every, chef that I encounter.
And so you've seen what goes along with that is
Yeah.
that you have to be able to dose in the amount so that people can still have a conversation at the end of the dinner party.
Oh my, yes.
And I think what we've found is I think dessert's one of those ones where you can really put it out there and optionally. Just because you're throwing a medicated party doesn't mean everything has to be medicated.
Yeah.
And there's a great way for these chefs that she offers to do optionally medicated products.
Yep. Exactly.
And sauces.
Yep.
Two desserts, two options like that.
Yeah. So basically, what we've done is that let's say if it's for example, one of the things that is fairly popular that we do are these buffalo wings and barbecues. So they could be uninfused, but then the sauces are infused, and you can have your individual one. So you say, okay, this is your sauce, and then how much do you want? 10 milligrams, 20 milligrams. So it's specific for you. And then so people who are not, into cannabis but wants to join you at the party, they can also have fun as well.
That's it. And too, it's about having the distinguishing between the both of them too, because there's ways where you can dose where their food won't taste anything different.
Yeah, exactly.
So speaking of that, what's your favorite way to infuse? You like to do with the oils, the butters, the extracts?
I do like the oils, and I've done the butters as well. So because I do a lot of the savory stuff, the easy ones, right? So because I am all about like 3 or 4 ingredients, because I don't have the time or the patience to make something complicated, if you're busy and stuff. So, I'll even put like oil in a salad, for example, something that you can kind of like just whip up really quickly.
So like a oil, like a vinaigrette or something
Yes,
for your dressing.
Exactly. Oh. So you just do, if it calls for olive oil, maybe you just do half infused and half non-infused.
And that's a great way to dose too, because when you do use most olive oils, they're 1-to-1.
Yep.
And if some people want even less than that, so feel free to cut that with some regular olive oil.
Yeah.
So you've got the chefs.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've also got the Learn part of the website. So under Learn, you got the articles, and then what else was part of the articles?
Yeah. So in the Learn part, what we have I think we have right now about 150 recipes from a lot of different chefs. So as you said, it's from savory to sweet. For appetizers, a lot of breakfast stuff, a lot of lunch and dinner options. So it's really for anyone who wants to learn and experiment on their own. And then we also have some articles, that relevant articles. So.
Man, we're trying to keep people up on trends and things too. So
exactly.
when it comes to recipes, would you say people have more of an interest in the savory side of things or the sweet side of things?
I think because they know the sweet side, so they know, oh my gosh, okay, I want to do a brownie. So I think what we find is people kind of get attracted to those, and then they're surprised. They said, oh, so I can do that in a salad too, or I can put it in a garlic fried rice, which is one of my favorite recipes. So they're surprised that you can do it in the savory stuff.
See.
Yeah.
I think that's a great trend, because when people focus on sugar only to get high, if they're medicating and not just trying to do this recreationally, you're more likely to get diabetes than you are to get your head changed. So we're here with 420 Foodie Club, 562-653-0707. We're going to make you hold on just a few more minutes and you can ask some questions. But we've also got some magic butter machines to give away for the holidays, so you can infuse your own products at home. Do you have a recipe for us you wanted to make a recommendation on?
On the site, or yes?
Yeah.
There are some good breakfast tacos recipes there that are fairly popular and very easy. And then there are a lot of salad dressing recipes that I like, because for me, it's all about having it very easy and accessible and affordable, right?
That makes sense too. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to give away a magic butter machine. We're going to go over the pulled pork poutine you have on here on the recipes.
Right, yeah.
DFZRadio, Farm to Table Cannabis.
We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah. We so high. Big split smoker, don't need no roller. So roll my doja, I can first show ya. Big stench odor, Christmas cola. Sticky as the growers, we gon' take more up. We gon' see more bud, pockets on forest. Yeah, they cheer for us, cause we got more of what they want to store plus. If I can't fly, I'ma puff till I soar up. Good day for 'em. The way I run these trees, you could say I run forest. Yeah, I run for it, run toward it. Haters can't ignore it. All that ladies love it. It's so euphoric. They so blatantly adore. Bumping all the cuts as we cruising to the night. Like that cut from DJ Quick, cause it's going down tonight. Just slide another split so I can hit it while I ride. And shorty looking swift, I'ma hit it while I drive. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high.
Fire up another split. Take a hit, show life I'm fucking with. And I'd be lying if I said my life is perfect. I'm hurting inside enough for me to catch a bird. Lungs turning black, smoke till my chest is burning. Can't hold back, I'm high till the morning. We brew money, it's the only thing that levels me. You can call it remedy, but never gets the best of me. Twist to get it lifted while I'm shipping to the bitches. Got me feeling like the richest, I'm on it, so get with it. Flipping on that killer soul, smoking with a privilege. Take it higher than the gifted, so don't mind if I'm tripping. Gotta keep my hustle up, so I smoke the top shelf. If your lungs ain't strong enough, smoke with somebody else. I need that good, burning like wood should. I could wood, burning like good wood should. So high, can't touch the ground. Look at me, I'm Superman. I wanna go up, light the blunt, light it up and have so much fun. So high, can't touch the ground. Look at me, I'm Superman. I wanna go up, light the blunt, light it up and have so much fun.
We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah.
This is Canna Chef Jen, and you're listening to DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis with the Hydroponic Chef.
Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the Vermi Bloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiol 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the Vermi Bat Guano Fertilizer and the Vermi Blood Meal Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
Yeah, this is Rudy with Cannabis Catered Events, and you're listening to DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis with the Hydroponic Chef.
Hey guys, this is Alice Moon. I'm sending some major love to the Hydroponic Chef. He did an epic job at the High Times Cook-Off, so go follow him. I'm high now.
Welcome back, DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis. So, Wook season's coming up. The Emerald Cup's this weekend. You heard our folks over there at the Hydro store. They said, be safe out there. Don't bring none of. Hey, we're trying to do a show in here. They're just dragging a goddamn chair across the fucking ground. These fucking frat boys. Frat boy Mark. Anyways, so yeah, it's Wook season. Like I said, the Wooks come in. They'll take your chairs. They'll give you spider mites and protect your neck at the Emerald Cup this weekend. So let's take our call. Everyone else, where are you calling from? Palmdale. Well, you're on Farm to Table Cannabis. You are our call-in winner.
All right.
So you're going to win a Magic Butter machine, courtesy of our good friends over there at Magic Butter. And you're going to get hooked up just for telling us what you're going to cook inside that Magic Butter machine.
So what I was calling in was, what's the best thing to infuse with? Because I noticed that, like, when I do it with chocolate, it picks it up a little better than, like, let's say on cookies or, like, other, like, baked goods. What's the best thing to infuse it with, or is it the same thing all around?
So I like the way to infuse with savory items with oils, because you have a little bit more control. With the chocolate, it picks it up really well, and because of the fats in there. But you can use oils and butters and fats, and you can get some of that same concentrations in a sauce. Cool. So I like to infuse sauces. Now, she was talking about dressings, and now feel free to jump in here if you got a recommendation on how you like to maximize the potency.
Yeah, no, I do the oils as well, as you said, because it's a little bit easier to control. So
now you want you want something that's not necessarily sweet, or do you still want to stick with sweets?
I prefer sweet. Like those brownie, like the cereal bars that they make sometimes. Those things don't do very well from my experience. I've noticed that when I get a chocolate, that really kicks in, as opposed to like those cereal bars that they make sometimes.
Right, and so the shelf life too, right?
Yeah, it's just it gets a little harder, like as they say, like the longer period that they've been made, it's they tend to be a little more harder.
Exactly.
I don't know. I feel like the potency is just it's not the same.
So that's why I like to take a little page out of some of those more successful products out there and make a sauce. Make something like a hazelnut spread, or make a cannabis-infused peanut butter, because it stores really well. Then you can go buy your store-bought item and infuse it yourself and eat it on your own time. That way you don't have to wait for something to go bad, because peanut butter's got a great shelf life. Hazelnut's got a great shelf life. Caramel's got a great shelf life. And all those products you can make now in your own home with the Magic Butter machine, courtesy of those good folks over at Magic Butter.
Sounds good.
Who's hooking you up every Wednesday night with the best gear and the edible reviews and the Magic Butter machines? Oh, thanks. You're welcome.
I'm here.
Good.
No, I'm going through a bad area. I apologize.
That was a good time. That was good timing.
I'm supposed to say the Hydro Chef.
Hydro Chef. There you go.
Thanks, my guy. We appreciate you. Hey,
you.
happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
He's like, I'm done. I already won it.
Yeah, he's like, I
don't
gotta do no sound bites.
Exactly.
That was sad. Wah, wah, wah. There it is. Yeah. So, we were talking about sauces there, and sauces is a great way to infuse, because you can have a little bit more control. Now, when it comes to, we talked about savory sauces. Now, what about some sweet sauces that you...
Well, you can always make a salad dressing, for example, a little bit sweeter, right? So, for example, if you do it more fruity, like with a pomegranate dressing, that's something to add a little bit of sweetness to your sauces. You can do something like an infused ranch dressing as well. So those are it's the same thing. They're very versatile. But if I can comment on what he said though,
listen up.
Yeah, what for example, when you're making, one thing I found is like you just have to make sure if you're making an edible to stir it as as well as you can, because then he said with regarding the effect, right? If you got a portion of the edible that does not have any of the infusion in it, then you're not gonna feel anything, and the other half is where all the the cannabis oil is.
Yeah. Now and then it talks about it on your websites with the B-carophyllene. And now that's a product right there that'll help with your cannabis, it'll make it more stable and make it more available inside of your plant, inside of your mixture.
Exactly.
So those things, and like lectin. So this will help your body absorb it faster, and it'll also make your product more potent.
Exactly.
So those are good ways to infuse here. So now also on your guys' website here, you talk about attend. So what are some of the events that you guys have attended in the cannabis community?
Oh, so I was telling you last Friday we had attended something called a Marijuanica, which is an event in LA. So what we usually with the events is we do some vendor events, and we provide a lot of the juices actually. So for example, for this one, we had done 3 uninfused juices, and then we partner up with someone who does tinctures. And when we go to the event, we say, okay, these are uninfused drinks. If you want to infuse them yourself, then, we have the tinctures, and this is the dosage. This is your dosage. If you want more, then you add more. But really, it's to teach people that you can basically infuse anything easily, right?
And you can have control over it.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the most part. People like that so much because people talk so much about dosing, but they forget about the dosing responsibly part of it too.
Yeah.
So you guys teach about that on the 420foodclub.com. So if people want to book the chefs, how do they book the chefs?
Just you reach out to the contact on the site. And then make sure you know which chef you want to book. And then actually, if you have information on what type of cuisine you want, then, include it in your email.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. All right. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We got some more prizes to give away. And 562-653-0707, DFZRadio.com.
Just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby. The Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans. Get with the program, call me the drone man, the hydros potents. Got your eyes low, lower than the ocean. Just west coasting through the coast with the potion and the best dro to smoke. The baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass titties. The hustle game easy. You just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the West Coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie. Cruising through these Cali streets, smoking on this OG. Cash rules everything around me, I need more cream. West Coast, get it in. What the fuck you think? Saying I'm riding with you, really though, this money in the bank. E3 hotter than the California forecast. Burning up these tracks, nigga, I need more cash. Yeah, I'm a bona fide hustler. Fuck with my family of cash and I'ma cut ya. Real G's get it, that's only the obvious. Go against us, you know you facing the consequence. I love my state, but I really hate the politics. Better keep stepping, buddy boy, in the pile of shit. Yeah, in a pile of shit. E3, get it in, nigga, I'm live as shit. 3, 2, 1. As the world keeps spinning, like gold 100 spokes, engine running, Chevy gunning down the coast. Just let it roll. Who doesn't love to see a 6-4 hop down the block, banging Easy E and Pac? Motherfuck the cops. I drove in my ride, but I ain't even tripping. It's another summer night and about to get the dipping. It's California A, got some beautiful women. Gotta see it for yourself, it's such a beautiful vision. Palm trees, palm weed, won't you ride with me? West Coast in, floating through these Cali streets. Cruising down the boulevard in the late night. Sunset to the daylight, we take flight. Lights, camera, action, fast cars and jewelry. Models and groupies, we film in a movie. It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? Latin girls, Asians, black girls, Jamaicans, white girls, they all on vacation. Pop another bottle, yeah, we buy 'em by the case, and we spitting big faces. California, 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 yeah, California, California, DFZRadio.com.
What up, people? It's your girl, Justina Valentine, and I'm rocking out with the Saint 562. Let's go. Word.
Hi, and welcome to Non-Specific Hydro.
Yeah, hey, I have a buddy of mine that was telling me about a great additive.
Okay, do you remember the name?
Yeah, his name's Steve. He's a good buddy.
No, the product.
No, he told me it was a super concentrated organic enhancer. Comes in a yellow bottle.
Well, it sounds like he's talking about Floralicious Plus from General Hydroponics.
I don't think that was the name, but he also told me it was a vegan bioplant stimulator that contained vitamins, plant sugars, amino acids, seaweed extract.
Yeah, that would be General Hydroponics Floralicious Plus.
I don't think that's it, man. He told me it was something like Dora Vicious Flush or something, and he said it was like an organic supplement that could also be used in vegging or flowering, and it was compatible with hydro, soil, and cocoa.
Yes, that would be General Hydroponics Floralicious Plus.
Oh, hey, man, I just remembered what it's called. It's Floralicious Plus.
Oh, good. I was drawing a blank.
Floralicious Plus from General Hydroponics. Ask for it by name.
DFZRadio.com.
We're back, Farm to Table Cannabis, DFZ Radio. Saint, happy motherfucking birthday. I'm gonna drink all your beer.
Happy birthday. Hey, cheers, man. Everyone turn up for my birthday tonight. Even though it's a Wednesday, it's all good.
We're gonna spike his drink with some cannabis infused products. That's going down for sure.
Said she gonna hook me up, man. I was like, hell yeah.
So rounding out the holiday gift guide is the you gotta get some of those diamond bites.
Oh, nice.
The diamond bites. Mm-hmm. Those keep you faded. They got me through. And then you what is that? Hold on. The mystery bag. We got the cannabis elixir from our good folks over there at Elixir. But I guess we must have lost it in transit. Nah, there it is. Boom. That's gonna be getting Saint tonight in his gift package. So that rounds out some of our can of gifts special.
Nice.
And you got some holiday products and some opportunities coming up. What's going on this holiday season for you guys?
Yeah, so on December 20th, we're doing a CBD holiday market. and it's going to be at Laguna Woods Village. So one of our big target markets this year and the rest of next year is really the elderly market. So, and it's really disseminating the information of CBD to them. So what we're going to have is a whole bunch of vendors and then educational speakers. So we're going to have, a medical doctor talk about the benefits of CBD. So it's going to be educational but fun. So it's going to be, we're going to have a holiday, we're going to have a Santa, we're going to have caroling.
Is Santa going to be high?
We're hoping so. No, actually, we can't.
We can't have high Santa.
We can't have high Santa.
Santa's too old to get faded.
Well, if he doesn't tell me, then Well, if I don't know it, then I don't know. It's cool.
And then what's when the holidays are done? What's next for you?
So next year, a couple of things we're doing is one is expanding to Canada. Obviously people know about the legalization of cannabis in Canada. So we're hoping to partner up with a chef there and really, expand 420 Foodie Club there. And then another thing is we're doing an event booking system on our site. So basically like an Eventbrite but for cannabis-infused events.
So the Canadian market took off fast for the infused edible game. It was there was nobody, and then there was all of a sudden, it was like someone flipped the switch, and there was everyone up there.
Yeah, it's exciting, yeah.
So Cannabis Foodie Club in Canada.
420 Foodie Club Canadian edition.
got to work on the name.
Exactly.
So if you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
I would. Well, my background is in law and business, so I've been in the legal field in the finance field. So I do, even now I do a lot of work on investments in cannabis. So I'm involved with cannabis in a whole, a lot of different capacities. So.
And how was it like weird making that corporate jump from the culture to what you do now?
Yeah, you know what? No, it's actually exciting because what I do is I'm able to kind of bridge the two cultures. So I do obviously work with the chefs and the edible makers, and then I also work with a lot of the advisors who the chefs and the edible makers, need. Right, so attorneys, accountants, and stuff like that.
So what's it like working with all those egos and bringing them all together at one time?
I need a lot of CBD, to tell you the truth. No, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
A lot of chefs in this industry. They got a lot of stuff to say about how things are done. They don't like someone coming in and changing the way they do their recipes.
Oh yeah, there's some divas out there, but mostly
I was gonna say
people.
egos, but yeah, divas. I like that, right.
Or divos, right? A lot of guys do. So yeah.
And now, yourself, can people actually hire you for cannabis infused parties?
Yeah. So if they're interested in learning more about the parties, just we're on Instagram, 420 Foodie Club. We're on Facebook, same thing. And then just go to our site and then contact us,
Now, you guys are doing it for all the right reasons. You're helping people. You're helping people medicating responsibly, and helping the elderly, too.
Yep.
Which is, a generation that's been looked over in this whole cannabis drug war.
Right.
So, Cannabis 420 Foodie Group. You can check them out at 420foodiegroup.com.
420 Foodie Club.
40 Club. Sorry, I keep saying group. Yeah, it's a group thing. And you can check them out at 420 Foodie Club. And you can check them out on Instagram and on .com.
Yep, exactly.
All right. So we're going to wrap it up. We got the Heavy Tea Grow Show coming up next. And you can call in, get all your Grow Show questions answered. You can learn about gardening your own products. You can cook your own products. And we're giving away another magic butter machine. So I'd like to give a big thank you to Cristina from 420 Foodie Club.
My pleasure. Yeah. Thank you. It's been fun.
Been interesting getting high and talking on the air, doing edibles, huh? We can't get you to get down. All right. Thank you again to all our sponsors. And stay tuned for the Heavy D Grow Show, DFZRadio.com.
Smoking the bass, no stress cheese. Now hold up, roll up. Check the situation, about to go nuts. With a little bit of perp up in my cup. You could tell the bartender to fill it on up. that's alright, baby, work your stuff. And that's all night, baby, work your strut. You and your friends can ride when I go. Take a little spin in my Monte Carlo. Take a little dip, baby, show you how I roll. Take a little hit, baby, puff on the hydro. Eyes so lit, make me look like my eyes closed. Purple Drake mix, make me look like my eyes glow. Hypno Grey Goose with a little grape juice. That's how it is, so I'ma have to take side diesel in my blunt. Purple drink in my cups, I'ma tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. It's the ADX team, no doubt in between, and we stay fresh and clean when we hop on the scene.